What's up, babe? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya. If this is your very first time here. So today we are going to be doing a 2-look 1 palette video using the new Wahala 2 palette from Juvia's place. We got a lot of color, we got a lot of shimmer, like I like, a lot of glitter, girl. A lot of y'all have been begging for some more colorful looks, so today I got you. Before we hop into it, please make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet, so that you are updated when new videos come out. Also make sure that you hit that notification bell as well, so that you are updated when new videos go up. All right, y'all, let's do it. Okay, I don't even know why I just turned this camera on. I'm not even ready. I'm sitting here eating pizza. My hair all braided still. Just give me a second. That pizza was so good. Okay, like I said in the intro, we did get the Wahala 2 palette from Juvia in PR. It did come with 2 lippies, so we are going to be doing 2 looks today. But I know how y'all are. Y'all don't like when I skip the face, so we not doing that. I learned my lesson about that a long time ago. That my full face tutorials is what the girls want to see, so that's what we're gonna do. For a primer today, I'm gonna go into my Makiage No Filter Base Smoothing Primer. And it's been a second since I used my Makiage foundation on my channel, but what I did, I'll let y'all know that the shade I got, I felt like it was a little too dark. I did go ahead and get shade 200 instead, because one of my shade twins, y'all was like, girl, get 200, and I did, so I love it. It's like the perfect match for us, girl. For foundation today, we're gonna stick with some Juvia's Place. So I am gonna go into the I Am Magic Matte Foundation, and my shade is in Legos. And I'm gonna try my best not to get this foundation on this white shirt. I'm gonna try my best, Lord. I'm gonna try. But girl, if you ain't never tried this foundation, she thick. She thick. But I love it. Like, the coverage is insane. But on top of just doing like a Juvia's Place eye look, I wanted to use this foundation also, just because when I'm doing like multiple looks with the palette, I need to have a flawless base, and I need it to last, because I am about to be, you know, messing with it. I'm gonna take off my concealer once I take off the eye, to take off the under eyes. It's gonna be a whole thing. So I felt like this was a good choice regardless, just because of what we finna do. One thing that I said I was going to start doing, and I never did, but now I finally am, is contouring before I highlight concealer wise. So I have been using the Soul Body Face and Body Bronzing Balm in Deep, but I also love the Scarlet Mistake Proof, which I know I did do a sponsor video on this recently, and I do love this, so I think I might go into this. This is in the shade Untamed. And it is a spray bronzer, so you just spray it right onto the brush and then just put the bronzer onto the face. Of course, I'm kind of using it as a contour situation, but for me, it's pretty much the same thing. But I just want to keep more of a natural look, especially since y'all, if you've seen the Wahala 2 palette, you know that these are about to be some colorful looks today. So I just want to keep the face a little more on the neutral, natural side, i.e. while we going in with bronzer versus contour. But I'm actually using the bronzing balm for my nose contour today, because it's harder to use, you know, this. I guess I can like dip into it, it's like right there, but yeah, I'm gonna just use the bronzing balm to kind of create a contour, and that's the benefit of doing your eyes last, is that I really can get up in here and sculpt out underneath my brow and my nose area and really create that contoured nose look. If y'all can tell, I'm really trying to get through the face so that we really can focus on the eyes. Y'all, I'm doing better. I'm trying. I'm trying so we can get to it. I usually don't reach for the Juvia's Place concealer, only because the shade that I have is number 12. It's a little too yellow for my liking, but for the sake of going in with Juvia today, we gonna do a little bit, then I'm gonna neutral it up with my ColourPop. Or no, I'm gonna neutral it up with my Cakeless concealer from Benefit. That's what I'm gonna do. Did y'all see that Juvia's Place is coming out with skincare products? Girl. Definitely excited about that. I will be copping it. In my head right now, I'm trying to figure out what look I'm gonna do with this palette. And y'all, I'm using my Haley's sponge today. But we are dipping into some color today. A lot of y'all have been requesting more colorful looks, and I be trying to be like, what's the word? Balanced. with the neutral everyday looks and the colorful looks. And I think I've been doing pretty okay with that. But today, honey, she about to serve you color. For powder today, I'm going into my Prime Beauty Locked In Loose Powder. This one is in Honey Love, and I'm gonna use this one, which is a yellow kind of banana powder. I'm gonna use this to set the under eye, kind of brighten us up underneath. And I'm dusting this powder onto my forehead because y'all know I told you I don't, you know, get oily and stuff a whole lot in the forehead. So I like to go in with a brush versus my sponge. This is where, you know, you really need to be set in. And the brush is where, you know, we need it set, but we don't need it set. You get my drift. And I'm taking the darker powder because they do have two powders in this powder. This one is in Golden Gal, and I'm gonna use this just to dust all over the face. We almost to the eyes, y'all. We almost to the eyes. The bronzer I'm using today is from Mented, and this is the Yacht Life bronzer. And of course, we already went in with a bronzer, but I'm using this just to like go over it, set it pretty much, since that was a cream. Well, it was a spray, but you know, more of a cream type of finish. We always want to go on top of cream and liquid products with a powder to make sure it is nice and set. And in this case, it's kind of reinforcing the color as well. And since the rest of the video is going to be all about eyes, or the video today is all about the eyes anyway, I'm gonna finish the face all the way off. So for blush today, I'm gonna go into the Power by Colored Rain Duo. This is my day one. I'm just dipping a little bit into the shade because I don't really know what my eyes are gonna be, so I don't wanna go too crazy on the blush. I just wanna get a little cute little blush of color. For highlight, I'm going into the Revolution Pro Supreme highlighter, and I'm going to dip into this gold shade here on the corner just to add a little bit of highlight to this look. And for now, we are pretty much done with this face. Let's go ahead and get a little closer so that we can hop into the first eye look. All right, so we know we got some serious color options today. I think I might want to do a look and then come back and teach you guys on one eye. Yeah, let's see what kind of fire I can come up with. I'll be back. Okay, who ready for a icy blue smoky eye? I'm kind of a little upset that I didn't do this with you guys on camera because y'all just missed some reactions, girl, to these shadows. Yeah. Excuse my lash glue, it is still drying. However, ooh, it's really still drying. Popping off. I did originally do my primer on my eye with my ColourPop concealer, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side and blend it out. But I am gonna go into my P. Louise base, and this is in the shade Rumor 1. And I felt like this is necessary just to help our brighter shades to pop more on this melanin girl. Not needed because these shadows are bomb. Juvia's Place has really amazing shadows, but you know, just for some extra insurance. First things first, we are going into the shade Dream, which is up here at the top. And I'm going to stamp this as well as blend it into the outer corner of my eye. So stamping first, you know, to get our color payoff, and bringing it to about right there. You see where my crease is, just for reference of where I'm putting it. And then around it, I'm kind of just dusting a little bit just to make those edges just a little less stark. I'm also making sure as it blends into here that it's not like a hard stop, that it's more of like a ombre into the skin. Next, I'm going into the shade Lust, which is this Torco, which is this, next I'm going into the shade Lust with the, which is, cannot talk today. Next, I'm going into the shade Lust, which is this turquoise color here in the middle. That's more like it. And I am going to dust this around Dream to just kind of blend it out into the lighter shades. So this one I'm not necessarily stamping because the color is already kind of there, but I want it to be more washed out versus really, really pigmented. So I'm going in circular motions, literally right on top of Dream to blend them together. And then towards the edge, I'm going even lighter to kind of blend it out. In a moment here, I am gonna go into a clean brush to blend out that shade even more. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like this look needs an even closer view. So let's get a little bit closer. All right, that's more like it. While I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and do the bottom lash lines with the same colors. So Dream along the bottom, but not all the way across. And then blending that out with Lust. And I'm taking this all the way out to make sure it meets this side. So it just looks kind of, you know, cohesive. Let me just stop and say that these shadows are blending like a dream. They are crazy pigmented. But one thing I will say about the palette is I do wish that it had more of a color, like more colors. It's kind of like a teal and pink and brown palette versus like having other shades. I just feel like it's a little limited, which is okay. It's more of a focused palette. So on the lid, we are gonna go into Venom, which is right here. More of our shimmer teal shade. And y'all, wait till you see this shade. Right smack dab in the middle is where this is gonna go. Girl, is that not beautiful? Is that not beautiful? When I put it on with my finger and I was just shooketh. I was shook, sis. So I'm just using this flat shader brush and just kind of pushing it over the lid. I'm trying to keep it in that area, but also more blended out on the edges since we don't want a sharp cut. To assist in this shade blending into the darker shade, the matte shade, I'm gonna dip into the shade Bold, which is right here, which is like a shimmer version of Dream. And I'm putting that right in between Dream and Venom to just kind of give a shimmer, glittery type of, what's it called? I'll say mashup, but like, you know, agent of blending, like in the middle. Y'all know sometimes I'll be losing my words, but it's like a blending agent to help bring those shades together. It has the texture of this one, but it has kind of the color of the darker one, which pretty much helps it to be more like continuous. The last shade we are going into is Fame, which is this shade up here in the corner. And it's kind of like an iridescent. I thought it was gonna be more silver, but it actually turns out to be more of a golder icy tone, which I'm cool with because usually those really icy tones don't come across too well on darker skin, but it can work. I think on this side I did mix it with Greed. So Fame and Greed is what's here in the middle. So I'm gonna go in with both of those colors and start to just put it there and blend it out. And I have gotten requests for a silvery blue smoky eye. So to my couple of babes that did request this, here you go, girl. To finish off the eye at the bottom, I am dipping back into Venom and putting that right here along the lash line. That's why I didn't want to bring that darker color all the way over. I want to put that here just to make it continuous and match the top. And that is pretty much it for that eye. The lashes we're using today is from the Eye Envy 3D collection, which is by Kiss. And this is in Chic 13. I'm putting a little bit of black liner just right at the base, not really to have a thick liner there, but just as a base for where my lashes are gonna go. I'm gonna hit my natural lashes with some mascara. And then we are going to pop on these lashes. I know some of y'all be like, girl, you be just popping these lashes on so easy, girl. Most of it is editing, sis, because sometimes it just don't go as well. I hate that while I'm talking about it, this one actually went well, but usually I'll be struggling. And I see, look, this here is happening. Y'all see that gap? Usually I'm just like in the mirror just trying to really get it where I need it to be. LA Girl just came out with some pastel liners that I just got in PR. So I think I want to go into this blue one right here in my waterline, which is just going to further give us like ocean vibes. All right, I'm gonna hit the bottom with some mascara and we are done with this eye look. If we doing this, we got to do it right. So I got to give you a lip to go with this, but y'all know it's already very dramatic. So we are going to do something extremely neutral. So I'm gonna go into my Cupid's Arrow from Nabla that I use all the time. Then I'm going into this KVD liquid lipstick, and this one is in Bow and Arrow. And there we have the ultimate neutral nude lip. So this is how we rockin' with look one. Okay, so this one, I learned my lesson. We about to do it together because the reactions I had last time was a little up over the top and y'all missed the tea. So for this look, I know I wanna use this gorgeous shade right here. So I am gonna go ahead and start with this deep shade because I feel like that's the only like matte shade in here that would look okay when I'm feel like I want to go into this situation. I feel like that's it. So I'm gonna go into ASAP and I'm going to go ahead and press this into my crease. Now I have not decided yet if this is going to be a cut or not. I don't know. I don't know if I want this to be a cut crease. Either way, I do want this darker shade to kind of hover over the lid. And do y'all see the pigment in this shade? I'm just saying, this is nothing new for Juvia's Place, obviously, but girl, that's bomb. So of course, y'all know I'm stamping, and then towards the ends, I'm kind of like pushing it outwards to make it a little less harsh. I think I want to blend this out with Yacht, which is right here. It's like a more muted pink shade. I feel like that's like the only option that I have here to blend this out with. I'm going right on top of it with this blending brush, and I'm using this just to diffuse the edge of ASAP and to just blend it out into a lighter shade. So less stamping, more sweeping with this one. It might just be the pink tone of this color, but it's kind of turning our crease color purple. Whereas in the pan, it looks all of brown. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I am gonna reinforce it just to kind of bring that deeper shade of it back in. I'm almost certain that I want to put this on the bottom lash line too, so we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom. So I am gonna go in with my P. Louise base on the lid just to give us a white, you know, area to go into so that this lid color really pops. And I'm bringing this almost all the way across the lid, but I do want to bring it up a little bit over my physical crease. Then I'm going in with a small little blending brush like this on the edges just to blend it out and just give us that blended area on the lid. Okay, so the shade that I know has a place on my eye is Fake up here in the corner. Let's watch her. Do you see this? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put this on like smack dab in the middle. That's pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and take a brush and work it onto the lid. But I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this more towards this area where it blends into the deeper color. So on the inner part of the eye, I did decide to go in with Too Much, which is our matte pink shade. And we're just pressing this on the inner part. So I am going in with a wing for this. So I am gonna go ahead and wing this out, pop on my mascara, and then pop on my lashes. Usually we don't do black on the bottom lash line, but we are doing it today. I am going into Fake right here on the bottom lash line. And the inner tear duct, we're going into our normal highlight shade. I honestly don't even know why I changed the lips, because I think I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. But I done forgot that this collection came with some lippies. So in the middle, I'm going into Petty Betty, which came with this collection. It's like a liquid lipstick formula, and I'm putting this in the center. And I feel like that one was perfect since it's like more of a pinker tone to go with the pink and purple eyes. And this is look number 2. All right, babe, so that wraps it up for today's video using the Wahala 2 palette. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure that you give me a big thumbs up. Comment below, let me know which one was your favorite. Also, make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.